Welcome to Atlantic Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Scorpio, for the sign, for Scorpio. We are in, it's for January 2022. Sorry, I just completely lost my train of thought. We are in the element of Earth and the sign of Capricorn. So very much down to earthness, being grounded this month. Let's just get on and see what your energy is for this next 4 weeks. 2 of coins. There we go, grounded straight away. So decisions to be made for next year. We've got one more day. Today's the 30th of December. We have one more day of 2021. So what's going to happen next year? There could be a scenario where there's one job there and another job coming in. But it's up to you, you know, with the tarot, Scorpios, and everything in life, there is also free will. So you can either take it or leave it. But no, there is always that choice there, or that decision to be made. But this is a nice card, and it's talking about being earthed, working hard, juggling all the sort of material, worldly things, earthly things we have to juggle. But new things, considering new things coming in as well in terms of, I don't know, private practice, whatever it is, like it could be a second job, that kind of business. Where you are right now. 3 of Cups, so party time. Celebrations, well, that goes without saying, doesn't it really? We're just over Christmas and heading to New Year's Eve tomorrow. So this is all about celebrations, having fun, partying. It's also, relationship-wise too, there could be 3 in a relationship. There could be this kind of energy around. But we won't go into that until we see what the rest of the cards tell us. So what has particularly influenced this card to come in? And this card influences the whole reading as well. So a bit of grief there, a bit of brokenheartedness there, a bit of a situation where you've just felt a bit like, oh, you know, this is not good. I don't like this. I don't like feeling like this. I don't like my heart being broken. I don't like feeling like this. But somehow we just have to swallow it, don't we? Digest it and kind of feel it for a little bit, and then just kind of take the lesson and move on. But we'll keep going because I don't want it to cast a shadow. But it's just about sort of acknowledging one's grief or one's sadness or disappointment as well. Especially at party time, Christmas time, these things can be magnified as well because you think everybody else have a happy life except me, and it's not the truth. Let's look at November, December and see what was happening. The Fool, new beginnings, all sorts of things happening. Lots of new journeys coming in, and so of course that's really like starting a new book, and then you plonk there and think party time, but then this comes across. But yeah, there's happy and there's sad. There's always duality in life. So let's just see where that goes. They're only minor cards too, Scorpio, so don't worry too much. And, you know, we can fit it into our lives however we see fit. Recent influences. Strong, independent energy, especially female energy and male energy too, guys. But this is more for the females because you know, they have lots of other full-time jobs, and to be able to do another sort of full-time job with their spiritual full-time job is often quite a feat. So lovely energy, completion coming in there, maybe sort of really celebrating your, you know, your sort of strong independent energy that's gotten you through. So you should be proud of all the good results you've claimed this year, especially for your self-esteem. The lesson you will be learning in December, January. Oh, being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Make a decision and move on. It's in your head. You are intuitive people, Scorpio. Use your intuition. Your head is only good for A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. So you feel stuck. But a decision has to be made. And there's a bit of stuff going on, but there's also a lot of good stuff. So make that decision and move on is the lesson. It's not the be-all and end-all, but it's kind of holding you up at the moment. You're in a holding pattern and you don't like that. Near future. Now feeling up in the air. Gossip. Lots of people sort of watching you on social media and that kind of thing. There's somebody like spying. There's a spying sort of element of that. So, you know, I mean, just be really intuitive this month and grounded about somebody else who might be in your life that you're just not getting straight answers from, or yeah, there's just an energy of, it's air energy, so it's always sort of in the head kind of thing. So just leave that for a little bit. Gossipy kind of energy, spying energy. What's happening that you're not realising? Yeah, and then we have this sort of happy family card, but it was upside down, which is really rare because I don't like usually to read them upside down because we know the opposite effect, the positive and the negative. But this is just about image too, Scorpio. Like, just be careful. You have a very strong sort of sexual image about you to other people. And they're very drawn to that, but then, you know, then they see, you know, the humanity of it all, etc., etc. So just be really conscious of your image, especially around certain people who aren't so mature in terms of, especially with relationships, how others see you. Oh, hard-working, a good year, looking back, have a good look back at a lot of things that you've achieved this year. Beautiful garden of sunflowers for a start. You know, just focus on those earth-grounded things this month. There's a bit of air around, so you don't want to get carried away out of your own realm of water and intuition into the airy-fairy world of the mind and things like that. 7 of coins. Have a look back. Look at all the pluses you've created this year for yourself, with work, with family, with home, where you live. It's all been good, and it's going to be ongoing next year as well. What you're feeling positive about. And in comes the Ace of Wands with all that new energy coming in. That's just the injection you want. Fire energy. Energy coming back in. So yeah, look, you may have felt quite depleted, but in comes your energy, and your energy is who you really are. It's not your image, it's your energy that people should be going for, not what you look like necessarily. New beginnings, lots of energy, things moving fast, so make things happen for yourself. Get on with things, you know, don't dwell and don't get stuck in your head, Scorpio, because it's not a place for you guys. Your intuition is your power. The outcome. And then we come out as the Queen of Swords. So we've got clarity, especially over the mind. You've conquered that mind of yours. You bring down the sword, you cut out things that aren't working for you. You become really quite ruthless in what you want and what you don't want for the year 2022. Get rid of all the excess air, sort of surplus, I can't say the word, but all that extra sort of fluff, if you know what I mean. Get rid of it. And it's about justice too. It's about staying true to yourself. So a nice outcome. So by the end of this 4 weeks, you should be able to sort of sit back and go, oh, look, I'm really glad I addressed those issues. Yeah, it's all good. I've got energy. I'm fine. Work's good. There's a few things I have to tweak, but, you know, that's life. Let's just have a quick look at your message. Peace. Compassion, forgiveness. These are the real ultimate sources of power for peace and success in life. By cultivating peace, the profound universal wisdom within you will rise above greed to practice generosity, wisely transform hatred into acceptance, and anger into loving kindness. There you go. We all want a bit of peace. It looks like it could be a bit of a rocky time, but just don't get involved in your head. Use your intuition this next 4 weeks, Scorpio, and you will trump. And by the end of it, you'll be like, yeah, well, I've gotten rid of all that excess debris I didn't need in my life. Thank you so much for listening. Talk soon. And Happy New Year.